to another video on the channel. Welcome to another episode of Start to Spin. My name is Diego, also known as DJ Pretty Boy, alongside my boy Shay, also known as DJ Shay. And together we started this journey to talk about DJ related content, such as tips and tricks, our experiences, our knowledge, and just share it with you guys. So whether you are a seasoned DJ or a new DJ just getting started, this is the spot to be. And with that being said, let's go ahead and roll this intro. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Start to Spin. We're here again, and today we have something very cool to talk about. Like we mentioned last week, we were gonna talk about setups, and we compilated some setups from other people. Saying at the same time, we got some setup from our end, and we're just gonna go ahead and share it and just talk about it and rate it. Again, if you want yours to be featuring here, feel free to send it to us, and we will check it out and we'll put it out here, and then we can all talk about it. We'll go from there. So before we start, Shay, you got anything you want to say before we get started, and then you can start pulling up yours. As I'm
All
still.
right, you're on mine first. Yeah, first of all, I put check in the chat. I just put your email. I think that was the email with the two Y's, right? In case anyone wants to send any. So I just added that in case anyone wants to send their setups. We'll put them on the show. Oh, Buddy's here. What's up, man? What's up, Buddy? Buddy's here. Yeah, send if you want to, you can send your setups. And then this is all just for fun. I mean, we're just talking about rating the setups, but it's just a way to talk about things and talk about setups. Setups, everybody has their own preferences, right? It's like what I think might look good might not look good to somebody else. What the way I want my setup to look like might not be the way you want yours to look like. So I don't think there's a right or wrong answer to this. It's just for fun and just to have a discussion and joke around even a little bit about some of the bad setups.
Yeah, or you can also put it in. I've created one for the podcast.
Oh, so cool.
It's STS podcast 2025@gmail.com. You guys can send it there too, and we'll check it out. Buddy, I'm sorry. I just saw my messages, and it was like 2 minutes before. So we'll definitely get you in probably next week, and we can have you feature on our show since we will be on your show pretty soon. So everybody,
yes, I heard. Yeah, the 18th, right?
Yeah, the 18th, we will be on the DJ Roundtable show, which is on Tuesday.
Roundtable Special Edition.
Special edition, yeah. So Shay and myself, we will be there. We'll be very happy to talk to Buddy TBM Productions, and we'll get to that. But go ahead, Shay. Let me go ahead and show me what you got regarding your setups and stuff like that, and then I'll go with what I got.
Yeah, let me get this one up. First, all right. So this setup right here, is it showing? Yeah. All right. So so I'm starting with these setups that I used before I got my white setup, because I want to just get your guys' opinions on just this kind of setup in general for a wedding. Now, obviously, I'm now just cutting to the chase. I have column arrays now, but the problem that I had, and I don't know if you guys, DJs, you guys see this too. The problem I have with these box speakers is how you have to run these cables down the back. And it's like, to me, it's like no matter how hard I try, you can always see them. Like in this picture, that's what stands out to me. Like on the right, you can see the cables coming from my little moving heads that I have stuck on there, and then all the way down too, right? From the tripods to the booth, you can see the cables as well. So Diego, what do you think? Like having this kind of a set. This is a wedding now, by the way. So like, what would you rate this setup, and what are your thoughts on like having a setup like this at a wedding?
No, well, before that, was this like at your well, it can be at your beginnings because you have the lavish booth, so it had to be
Yeah. Oh, dude, this was last May. So this was until before I got like this white stuff, all my white setup. This is the setup I was rocking with.
Okay.
Let me put another angle of it. So yeah, this is what it looked like in the venue. So the venue was like a big tent, and then we had I had the two tops, and then I had the moving heads that I had stuck onto the speaker stand,
Uh-huh.
and then I mean the rest of it. I mean the rest of it is the both IR4s. I mean they look pretty good in this tent.
Got you. So
And back up here. So yeah, maybe what I'll prompt first is number one. What are your guys' thoughts about not the things I'm wondering about, right? Are not having a facade, right, at a wedding,
uh-huh.
and then the other thing is having lights mounted on your speaker stands, on tripod speaker stands, and then just the setup of having tripods and speakers like this at a wedding. What are your guys' thoughts about that?
Look, I personally, I like the setup. It's very simplistic, like to the point, and
Gets the job done, yeah.
yeah, it gets the job done. Can you put it back to like the close up? Because that one
Yeah,
like
yeah. Let me get the close up back up. This is a faster way to switch it, maybe, but let me see. I have to like click through everything to get to switch it, but here we go. So that's a close up picture.
let me see. Okay, so um, I mean the only thing for me, everything else is fine. It's just I can still see the cables, and that bothers me.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like that's what I'm saying. Like
That's
I
it.
try.
You know?
It's hard. It's so hard with the when you. That's one of the big reasons I wanted to switch to columns when I can, because in this, right, the guests are like right in front of you, so they can see everything like super clearly.
Yeah.
So when they're like right in front of you like this, it's like I can try. I can try. Like if I had a facade, obviously it'd be easier. But
Uh-huh.
but I try as much as you try. It's like there's still cables, and it's like there's only so much you can do sometimes.
Yeah, and that was one of the biggest things for me in regards to grabbing something like the 44 G2s. It was because I hated the cables. I hated no matter how much, like you can tape it on under the speakers, so the cables don't have the little L type of shape type of thing. So
Yeah,
you can do that, but like they just, I don't know. It's just, to me, the cables are so annoying, and I'm like kind of a little OCD regarding cables. So everything needs to be like taped up and hidden. Like I should only see the speaker and then pull. But
yeah,
it's not easy to do it. When I started, I could I bro I wasn't thinking about any of that. I just wanted to play, make sure that the music is good, and that was it. But
yeah. Buddy wrote, I would have spaced them out more. A two-way is good. That looks great. Cables are clean. All right, cool. Thanks. So yeah, in terms of spacing them out, I mean, I think Smiley said that too about the speakers, like spacing out speakers more.
uh-huh.
Obviously, and then we talked about it too. So when you space them out, then in the interest of hiding cables, then it's like you have to try to hide those cables that are coming in from the sides to from your speakers to your booth also. So that's why whenever I do this setup, I always try to keep them as close to me as possible, because then you can see those cables, from the bottom of the speaker. But then they become even more obvious when the speakers are spaced out further away from each other.
Yeah, and that's another thing, because once you spread them out, then that requires you to start taping everything, or else
Yeah,
your cables are just gonna be like through everything, and
right. And then
or
Buddy
or
also
just
mentioned a
mats.
good tip is using mats. Yep, using mats to cover up the cables.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of mats.
Yeah, it depends. Like especially here was nice because I was in the corner. I didn't need to cover stuff in the back, like if there's a
Yeah.
power cable behind me or something.
Uh-huh.
But it's always those the cables that I always have the hardest time covering are the ones, if you set the speakers up away from you, then you have to cover the ones leading up to your booth or to your mixer, because then those are always the ones that are in the way and you have to tape them down, or use some kind of a mat or something to cover those up. So, all right,
Yeah.
do you have one like ready, or do you want me to go to another one?
I have actually I have buddies. The one that
All
he
right,
said.
cool. Let's
I do
pull that
that.
one up then.
I
We can
buddy.
go back and
Well, he
forth.
said gaffer step is the first thing I go for. Me too. That's like once we're done with the whole setup, the first thing that comes out of my backpack is gaffer tape. Like tape the
Yeah, and I
whole.
always keep it that like I always have it one roll ready to a whole entire night because something
Yeah.
comes loose or something. I just have it handy. I keep that
Yeah,
handy.
so my gaffer tape, I keep it in my lavish booth, like
Yeah,
inside, and
yeah,
then
yeah, same here.
whenever we need it, boom, we'll do it. We put it there. All right, so
All
let
right,
me go
buddy's
ahead
ready.
and first first of all, let me go here to downloads. Let's go to the first one, which was this one. I mean, bodies one, man, they're pretty good. They're good, good setup. So
Hey, let's see it. Let's see it.
I'm at them. All right, so let me go ahead and share my screen. I'm gonna share video. This one.
Oh,
Look at that, bro. Come on, man.
what the heck?
That's what I'm saying.
Dude, that looks awesome, man. Those what are those speakers even? Those like from the future? Are those like some so
So
those like
so
some of those
okay,
RCF
no,
things?
well, they're not, but the RCFs, I think, right? I remember, if I remember correctly, they're RCF, but those are like the ones that, the subs are behind the booth. So he used the
Oh,
stand or whatever Rockville stand. He used that.
and then
That's
you got like
smart
the
though.
gravity
That's smart.
stand.
I like that. I like
Dude,
that.
I
And
really like this. I like this too. And so what I'll say is I'm usually not a fan of tube lighting, but in this setup, because of how the speakers are slim and you have them on slim stands, I think this is like exactly the perfect. It fits in with the whole theme of like everything slim, slim speaker stands, and you got like slim lights too,
yeah,
and you got two of them on a stand and two of them down. I think this is
yeah.
a really good use of the tubes also.
So for me, this is like an eye pleasing. It's so like nice, and then just hearing, I'm pretty sure like hearing the bass, and people be like, "Where is that bass coming from?" It
Yeah,
definitely
yeah,
not
yeah,
coming from those little speakers,
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
or people walking in underestimating the sound when it's actually completely different. So that's
Yeah.
amazing. I really like how you have it set up, buddy. I love
Yeah,
it.
I like it
10
too.
out
And
of
then
10.
okay, so he's saying they're the DB Tech ES 1002. Oh, that's cool. I've heard of DB Tech, but I don't know the. Oh, okay, got it. And then we got the backlighting. Oh yeah, I didn't even see those. I thought that was from the tubes, like from the back of the tubes.
Oh yeah,
And I'm
no,
curious,
those are backlit.
do you have a total of four? After if you had two more tubes, you could put them like right there behind you too, like behind the booth too, like a little higher, like a pyramid kind of shape. That would look cool too. But that's
Well,
if you had two more tubes.
this uplights though, they throw.
Yeah, those are some.
That's
Those are
crazy.
like those are not the IR4 up level. Those are like heavy duty uplights, man.
And yeah, no, definitely. This ones are heavy.
So do you use those around the venue too, buddy, or are those like do you just have two of those mainly for this kind of like behind you? Because I bet you could probably use that around the venue also, but then those are probably hard to carry or to transport because they look pretty bulky. Yeah, uplighting. That's why I think because I realize this too with the tube lighting. When you have like poles like this, you have speakers on poles, or you have flex stands, or you have lights on like poles. Then I
Uh-huh.
think tube lighting looks good because it's like you already have a bunch of poles everywhere, and then some of your poles are lit up, some of them, and you can have them at different heights. That's when I've seen tube lighting look good. There's 8 Astera tubes. Yeah, no, I think well they would look cool if you had like two more behind you and they're at like a high setting and then like kind of then it's that kind of pyramid look. That would look cool.
Yeah, and then you see the corner, some requests here, like right there.
Oh shoot, that's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
so that's pretty cool. Like you can put it right down your song request. That way they don't come up to you. It's annoying.
Yeah, less is more. Wait, so did you bring that song request thing, or is that something like the couple setup or like the event planner setup? Because that's pretty unique. I haven't seen that kind of setup for the song request thing.
You know what
Or at least,
I've been wanting to do is actually just have an iPad with on a stand, and
mm,
to have like on my notes, right? And then have
people.
them like type in that joint, because since your iPad is connected to my Mac, whatever they type there, I can see it on my
You can
computer.
see it like real time.
So yeah, so something like that is what I want to try next, and I'm going to try it, but I don't know. I'm just being very skeptical about it because
Yeah, you're right, dude. Most it depends on the crowd. Like if it's younger people, but if it's like parents, like people that are like 30s and above, they're probably just gonna be like, just come up to you, hey, play this, play this, play this.
yeah, and that's why, like, mainly like for example, see, but that's another thing though. You when you're doing quinces, right? These kids be coming up with some weird song requests that you're like,
You need to like on
man,
YouTube, like
I
show
don't
me
know
the
about
YouTube
that.
link.
But when it's an adult, I they're a little bit more thoughtful, mindful of the environment and where they are, so
Yeah,
the song requests are a little more uh in concordance to what the event is, besides when they're drunk, and when they're drunk they just want to listen to like ratchet music.
yeah,
But
yeah.
besides that, just having a request thing, and you're not able to fulfill that request just because the song it's like too explicit, or like the content is not good. I don't know, like at the end of the day
Yeah.
they'll be like, oh,
Yeah,
I
or
saw my
they're,
song request there, and you never played it. Well,
they're saying some song that you don't even know. So let me respond to these two comments. So
mhm,
that Buddy says that's their table. Wow, man, that's pretty cool.
yeah.
I wonder. I'm sure like people really appreciate that because I've never seen anybody else do that. So that's definitely something unique that you're doing. And then never use YouTube for music. Yeah, I agree. What I meant was that I have people type it onto YouTube and show me what the song is that they want, because otherwise I'm like, I have no idea what you're saying. They're saying
Well,
some random song. And
you
I'm
know
like,
what? And that happens a lot with Spanish music, because there's so many songs that
yeah,
there's different artists that sings it. And when you come up to a DJ, hey, can you play this song? And there's like three or four different singers. Which one do you want? And then you might think that there's only one, but there's only like three or four different versions from different artists. So you gotta know which one. You can't Once you get on the paper, it's not like you're gonna get on the microphone like, hey, well, this person who left this song, what version do you want? Like, so
yeah, yeah.
it's a good and a bad kind of
That's the thing,
thing.
on YouTube, they can show you the specific song they want. Like this is the exact one, the exact version, or like there's a remake or whatever they're typing, they could show you on there.
Yeah.
So that's why it's nice, especially with the
So
ethnic type of songs.
I'm also on you guys' side in regards to never use YouTube for music. But when you start, you gotta start somehow and somewhere. And most of this, that the new generation, new kids that want to be DJs, don't have that much money to be spending $30 to $40 a month on one record pool, because that's one record pool, $30 to $40. But
Yeah.
let's talk about like two different record pools where you're trying to get different songs. When you start, do your thing with whatever you have to do, and use YouTube for your couple of events, for like, because the first thing you're gonna do is house parties. Well, besides you, because you started with a wedding, but house parties, backyard events, things like that. Go ahead and use the YouTube, save money, and transition from that to a record pool, or start buying your songs little by little. Build your library, but stay away from YouTube if
What I'll
possible.
say, dude, what I'll say is, because I do college events, so I talk to like these young guys that are DJing in college, and kind of how I started too. But most of them, they're like streaming all their music, so they're like signed up for a streaming service, Tidal, or what's that other one, that Beat Source. So and then they just stream everything. They stream off SoundCloud, and freaking and then when they tell me, they're like, "Yo, how are you playing all this music?" I'm like, "Oh, I have it all downloaded." They're like, "What? No way! You download your music?" Like, to them it's like it's almost like vinyls. Like, you know how we think about like vinyls or like CDs or something. It's
Yeah,
like, then they're like, oh, you download your music, and I'm like, I think you have to download your music because you go somewhere you don't have Wi-Fi. You have to your Wi-Fi is cutting out. You can't load the songs. Like we're out doing weddings in the middle of nowhere. So for us, it's like obviously you download it, but I think even more than YouTube, at least from the guys I've talked to, they're like most of them are streaming off of SoundCloud and BeatSource and stuff like that.
Yeah, so streaming services are great, but I would say as a backup, don't have streaming services as your main source because you don't
Yeah,
have internet everywhere. And
definitely.
you can download 1,000 songs, yes, to your off locker, and then use that. But at the same time, like you could run out of music. I mean,
Yeah,
it's kind of impossible to run out of music. 1,000 songs on a 6 hour event, but then you're limited, and to like to the genres you can play and things like that because 1,000 songs. There's so many songs that you can have for each genre. And when it comes to new music or other things, you have to do something else. $30. I wish promo only. It's 100 a month alone.
dang, I don't
Well,
have promo
it
only.
it really yes, it really depends on what you want to do, what record pools you use. VPN Supreme, I think it's $39, $40. Majority of the like the what's it called? Oh my god, I can't
Record
think of
pools.
it. Record pools, yeah. They're between 30, 40, 50, 69, 99. Like not promo only. What's the other one? Like DJ City. DJ City for 3 months it's I think it's like 120 or something like that for three
Hmm.
months.
Yeah,
So it's expensive.
yeah,
Expensive.
it adds up, especially. And
Look,
then
even
Buddy
even
also said, no webs, no music. I got the MP3s. That totally exists. I mean, I totally agree, dude. Title TOS, DJ tools for personal use only. DJ tools are for personal, non-commercial use. Yeah, that's the same thing. We're having a discussion about Beat Source. It changed or it's changing. It's like, what are they gonna do? Like, they're like, okay, you can't use it for commercial anymore. I mean, yes, we don't use it for commercial, but I mean, at the end of the day, people are going to keep using it. There's not like going to be auditors at events being like, let's go check what the DJ is not using his beat source at this gig.
yeah,
But in
and
general, I mean, it's also maybe it's a good thing, right? Because it's like you shouldn't be using streaming for like live gigs, anyways. You're asking for an issue when your internet cuts out.
yeah, exactly. So I mean, but again, there's no like there's not a beat source or streaming service police in every single event. There's gonna be you're using streaming services. No,
Right. Right.
there's not that, and you pay your money to have these resources, and for them to start giving you this quote unquote issues, then that's crazy. Like
Oh, that's
if I can't if I
interesting.
can't
They'll
use
kick you
it,
off
if I can't use it
for
to
your
save
IP
me,
address. Hmm.
they
That's
will
interesting. If
kick you
they're
off.
if they look at your IP address and they see that you're like at a venue or something, like you're streaming from a stadium or something, that's interesting. Then
It's
they
okay.
could.
I'll purchase a VPN,
Oh,
and
yo, DJ Solstice in the house. What's up?
hey, what's up, Matt?
Oh, shots fired. I'll use any. I'll use any illegal source I want.
Welcome to the club. Hey, I
Yo,
will use whatever I have available to me to fulfill the event.
the DJ Mafia in here now, bro. It's the underground. This is now, bro. Now, like streaming beat source at a gig is like using LimeWire downloads for your DJing stuff back in the day. That's like that's the vibe. Got some bass boss subs on the way. Oh shit, dude! I saw what's that guy? KCK. That guy's channel is awesome, by the way. But he just made a video on the bass boss stuff, and he's like, I had no idea that it was that expensive. I never knew bass boss was that expensive.
Oh,
And
it's
then
perfect, man.
I mean, he swears by it. I've never heard them in person, but I'm like, he swears by them. Matt
Matt,
has been kicked off many pools. LOL.
Matt, tell us what's up with
Yeah,
that.
which pools? Which pools?
Oh wait,
He says, "Sup, Matt."
pulls, grooves. I
Pulls
get kicked out
groups
everywhere.
picked out everywhere. And then he said, Casey has the little baby subs. Those suck. Dude, the baby ones though. How are you supposed to carry them? That's the problem. That I mean, he probably does. I think he's by himself too, right? Casey. I think he works by himself, or at least he sets up and
Yeah, I
stuff.
think he's a solo.
So then you gotta. I love you, brother. All right, but then we gotta see him then, man. We gotta see when you your next gig log. And by the way, bro, you killed it. I just watched one of your videos today, dude. The 40th birthday party.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, this guy, dude, like the versatility is like always off the charts, man. I'm always like, I always thought like you just did EDM stuff, like like or like the festival type stuff. But then you're like doing hip hop, and then this 40th was like 80s and 90s hip hop, dude. It's freaking impressive, man.
Remember, I told you, I was like, no, he doesn't just do EDM. You're like,
Yeah,
no, he always does the EDM. No,
yeah. I thought you were just doing EDM,
well,
but
the
you
thing
do
is that
everything.
you know that his forte or his go-to is EDM, but you have to cater to whatever the client wants.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
but
No,
yeah, no, like Matt got some great
you do
content.
it
Like
all.
his live shows are crazy. Like it's fire, man.
Then Matt, if it's on 20-inch sub, take 21-inch sub, take it back. Damn, bro. I played on a 21-inch sub. Dude, those things are like 200 pounds each, though, or something crazy. Yorkville 21-inch sub. And the venue almost like shut down the party because the bottles were falling off the bar. It was insane. He
Yeah,
said, thanks, I do everything. Casey has BB15s, and their subs have wheels. It's all carts. They'll be here next week. Dude, sick.
that'd be very interesting. Like I'm waiting for that video. I want to see
Yeah, I
that.
just like EDM the most. My passion. I always say everyone loves music with energy. Yeah, no,
Mhm.
that makes sense, man. I mean, EDM is like it's also much more popular now amongst like the younger generation too. Like obviously you get a lot of couples like that, but I feel like because of like all the festivals and social media and stuff, it's like the DJs that are coming up right now, like they're all like playing house
Yeah.
music and like or like house remixes or like other EDM stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm not that good. I just don't know that much EDM myself.
Old people can't hang, They can be jumping up and down for hours.
Yeah, the fist bumping. I meant next month. I'm also gonna start editing Final Cut Pro so the videos look crispier like my IG content does. Oh, nice. What are you using right now to edit?
I was just gonna say that. What are you using now? Because like your content is pretty clear.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I use Final Cut Pro. My stuff looks like shit. So I don't know if it's the editing software or just just the quality. But I mean, I record everything on an iPhone. Like I'm not that invested.
Yeah,
Um,
well, I use my iMovie, so me neither.
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't.
I think it's probably more like maybe the filters. I don't know what Final Cut
No,
Pro advanced enough.
but Matt's like for some reason his freaking videos are like crisp. I feel like I'm watching on a 4K or something. CapCut
Oh,
is huge, bro. I use CapCut a lot.
yeah, CapCut makes it easy. But I thought it was just for like Instagram and short reels and stuff.
No, CapCut you can use it for a lot of things, but yeah, when you export it out, it does compress a lot, so it takes a lot of the quality. Oh, well, what we added, let me go ahead and show you the second one from Buddy.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
Let me show
And
you.
then if well, Matt's setups are all on YouTube, but if you want, you can
This
put
one.
one up here too. Oh wow, dude, that's nice.
So you remember the speakers? They're right here now with the subs. They're the same.
Oh, so yeah, those are the DB speakers,
Yeah,
and then those are the subs that come with them.
with the four
Dude, that,
stereo.
that literally looks like a Evox 12s, the RCF Evox 12s. It looks similar.
Same, yeah, kind of like the same style, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's cool. I
Yeah.
didn't know that
Look,
they made
the,
those.
the cables are nice and tidy too. Like you
Yeah,
can't really
man.
see them.
And
So
dude, see,
I like
so
that.
so Buddy's not being lazy because he ran the speaker all the way to the other side like that. So then you got cable. He's running the cables and everything through the back,
So
which
wait,
you can't even see.
yo, buddy, question for you. Did you use this as a mono? So do you connect one speaker to the other one, and then from that speaker to your booth, or each speaker is to its own channel.
Oh, wireless.
Wireless. Oh,
What do you use for wireless? Like, what's been reliable? Because that's the other thing with wireless is like,
I, I think he uses. I think he says Sennheiser, something like
oh,
that.
like the G4, like the packs. Yeah, I heard those are like that's the way to do it reliably. Like you have to use like the actual body pack, like especially for something like this, like when it's a main speaker, like you can't rely on an X Vive for that.
So yeah, so like the New Year's party that I did, I didn't really record much of it, but uh, the New Year's event that I did, I use the what's it called? I use the X Vive because
Hmm.
they put me in one corner and they wanted the speaker in the other corner of the house, and I
Oh,
was like, that's a lot of cable to run.
for a New
and
Year's party at someone's
and
house
yeah,
too.
and the place was small, but there was tables everywhere already. And when I got there, because they told me they wanted me from, I think it was 9 or 10 to like 2. I got there at 8, and there was a whole bunch of people there already. So I was like, I don't have time to be, like putting all this cable. I was like, let's just try the X Vibe, and we did it, and it was perfect. Like it worked perfectly.
Oh, really? The
Now,
whole
am I saying use it all the time? No, don't use it all the time. But like for things like this,
Yeah, I think
it
in
worked
a
for us.
house party, it's a good because like okay, a speaker if you have a quick dropout or something like everybody's drunk and everybody's like it's pretty casual. But
Yeah,
at a wedding is when I would get nervous at something like a wedding.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Well,
Buddy
obviously,
uses the Sennheiser IEM, so yeah, that makes sense. And Smiley, oh yo, Smiley, what's up, man? Yeah, send
Smiley
your pic.
was
Hopefully it's
good.
still starred there. The STS podcast 2025 at Gmail. And
Yeah,
we'll get yours up here. But yeah, man, no, this looks really good.
yeah. This was good too. I really like it.
Yeah, and like I don't even know, man. There's
And you can't
nothing.
even, obviously there is wireless, but I was like, you can't see like the power cables or anything. So I like it. It's perfect. Like, and he's to the side, like very like right here. So I
Yeah,
like
and
I
the
like
fact
this one.
the fact that you took the time to set the speaker up like on either side like that. The easier thing to do would be to just put it right next to your booth and call it a day. But you really took the step to like you know do it right so that the audio is perfect for the audience.
Yeah. And now, so what do you rate this one? This
What
is
do I
this is
rate? I
clean,
would
bro.
so
This is
rating
clean.
everything with the equipment that's here, dude. I'd say this is a 10 with the equipment that we're working with here.
Yeah. Me too. I like it. It's very like it's just pleasing to watch.
Yeah,
It's,
yeah, exactly.
it's not a lot. It's not killing people's eyes. It's just nice and soothing. Perfect.
Yeah, Solstice says I put everyone to shame with my serious setups. All right, let's see it. Let's put them on.
Okay,
No,
so
we're rating them. We're rating them based on what the equipment and everything that's there.
let,
With what
let
you're
me
working.
and I got one more for you from Buddy. So
And then
video.
Buddy says head table is lit by us, and then that's a 4 from Matt. So this is like the dunk contest when you got two judges that are nice and then one judge that's bringing the whole average down. So Matt votes for a 4. But hey, if you're gonna put a 4, then link a video of yours. We'll put up one of your videos
Yeah,
and we can all rate it, and then
yeah,
Buddy can
for
Buddy can rate yours back. He
like
says,
this
"Thank
is
you."
more simplistic, very very much simplistic. That.
Wait, there's no way Oh my god, dude! I couldn't even see the cords. I was gonna say these speakers aren't even plugged in, but I see them now.
Yeah, the
You
cables
have
are white.
you have brown gaff tape. That's amazing. What is that? Right? That's brown gaff tape.
Brown gaff tape.
Yeah,
Oh
look,
yeah, yeah.
because you can't even see the cables. I was gonna say, yo, these speakers aren't even plugged in. Hold
Hey
on.
Matt, you can send one to the my our email. Hold on, SDS podcast
I started, but I guess it's not like
2025
pinned or whatever.
at gmail.com.
Or
So
you
you
can.
can send it to our email right here, stspodcast2025 @gmail.com, and then just let me
Or
know you
just
send it so I can check it out.
yeah, or just link your favorite video. Dude, that's dope. I was gonna say these speakers aren't plugged in. This doesn't count, but that's awesome. That totally blends in.
Yeah.
That's smart.
This one kind of looks like the QSC ones.
Oh yeah, that's the
You know?
those are the Evox 8s.
Yeah, the Evil X 8. Yeah, but it kind of looks like the other one, like the new one, the KSC whatever, the RK something.
Yeah, the
Uh,
KC12s.
Yeah, and the cable and the tape definitely blends with the carpet. I was like, where is the cables?
Yeah, I would say. I mean,
Yeah,
there's obviously there's not. I think that the superstar here is the
yo,
gap tape job.
look at Buddy's face. He's like so proud. He's like,
He
yep,
knows.
I
He's
did
like
that.
he's
He's like,
like,
I
can you
did
see
that.
the cables? Where's Waldo?
Yeah,
And then Solstice also brings 4 colors of gaff tape. Dude, I need to do that. I have black and white since I got my white set up.
me
And then
too.
you
I
got
only use I well I mainly use black, but black and white is what I have.
the
But
tan
yeah,
and
no,
tan and gray, dude. This is exactly why you need tan.
that's crazy.
5
That
for
is
us
that
have
is crazy.
brown and tan.
Yo, Jason, what's up, bro?
Oh,
You
Jason. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
I'll let you handle that.
All right, all right, all right. Jason got 2 picks, and then
All right,
Solstice says check your spam
all right. Let me check out yours.
with new speakers. All right. While you get theirs up,
Uh-huh.
let me do one of mine then. Oh shoot, hold on.
I bet.
Let me do my newest white setup. So I want to get you guys' feedback. All right, this is the setup I've been working on. Finally got it. Finally got the equipment for it. So this is my white setup. All obviously inspired from everybody on YouTube. Lavish Life DJ Peck #1. And then yeah, so I got the Maui 28 G3s, got the Rockwell facade, and I got the 2 flex stands. And then I painted my Wash FX white because I was like, if I'm gonna say all white, then I better make it white. But then of course my laptop is black and then my mixer is black. So yeah, this is my all white setup. Let me know what you guys think. And let me know any improvements, like what I can do to improve on this thing.
Your setup is shit, bro. No, I'm kidding.
Hey man, if haters, if you ain't hating, they ain't popping. Or if they
Yeah.
ain't hating, you ain't popping. So even the haters, man. Give me a score. All right, buddy said give me a score. Matt gave him a 6 this time. All right, there we go.
Well, at
That's
least
above average.
better than the last one.
Yeah, maybe we need a 10 for reference. So like, what's a 10? This is like when you're rating chicks. Like you're like, okay,
Once you see Matt, then you can tell a 10.
well, yeah, we'll see. That's what we got. We need a 10, so we have some reference. It's a
No,
nice
for real, man,
value
that's
set
fine.
one.
Your setup is fire. This one right here, it looks nice.
Thank you,
I
man.
like
Thank
it.
you.
Yeah, I like it.
Obviously, I give
It looks
I
very
give
professional.
people. Okay, the flowers aren't mine. If that's not obvious, that's the decorator stuck those flowers there. But
I was about to say that's way too lavish.
that's too lavish,
Way
bro. I
too lavish.
can't be that lavish.
Yeah. No, I
Uh,
wish I was your hype, bro, so I can have my freaking totem as my
Bro, you can
leg.
use it, dude. This thing is.
Oh, but
I told you.
that's the go, right? That
Yeah. You gotta get the RTP
Yeah,
Go.
I might have to purchase that because I like my X10 is I like it, but I don't like visual wise. I don't like it. It doesn't look good.
Mm.
And the RPTs, the regular ones are just a bit taller. So it's not comfortable for me because I'm too damn short. But maybe I don't know. Maybe this one might help.
Yeah,
You know what?
sure.
I'm gonna go and purchase it.
Let me
Well,
tell you, Solstice says Lavish has such great blends, but his hands are too big for that little Rain 1. Hey man, having big hands. I mean, you know what they say. Like that's he
bigger
can't
gloves. That's what they say.
he wears gloves too. Yeah, looks clean. Thank you, man. Smiley says setup's fire. I appreciate that, man. I got a 7 from Solstice. All right, I'll take it. But he says his is a 10. All right, we
All
gotta
right.
see. We gotta
I
see
got
it.
some. I just downloaded all of them, so I don't know which is which. So once we pop them up, go ahead and
Yeah,
let us
yeah, put
know
'em up, put
it's
'em up.
yours. Because I don't know.
And Jason, no, those are actually the Chave flex stands in white. I think it was Solstice, right? You were saying the flex stands are much better. Um, the flex stands are more stable in your opinion than the gravity stands. So I actually went with the flex stands.
Look, this one, so many like 4 speakers. I have a feeling this is Smiley.
Yeah.
Anything that has a lot of speakers,
Who submitted? This is Jason. This is Jason, Solstice, Smiley. Yeah. This has to be Smiley, right?
yeah, I think it's Smiley too.
Yeah. No, I think, dude, what number one, what I'll say is the cable management is really good for
Yeah,
this kind of a setup, because even with like, yeah, it's hard with the lighting tree. But with having this lighting tree, like having the cable management you have is pretty good.
I
There is room for improvement, but from what other stuff I've seen with the lighting trees, like you can't even see it coming down the vertical poles.
yo look, Solstice give you a 7 to yours, so that's good. That's
Yeah,
fire.
no, yeah, that was on mine. I appreciate that, dude. I'll
Okay,
take that.
he said, yeah,
But
he's a 10, yeah.
yeah, this is a big setup, dude. So you got
I knew it. I knew it. It was his. I knew it. It was
yeah.
his. I just saw a whole bunch of speakers. I was like, that's Smiley. I gotta be him.
So we got 4 moving heads, 2 of the Chave, what do they call it, the Storm or whatever, these ones. And
I think
then
it's postponed, yeah.
you've got is this 4 subs and then two-way tops? I'm not sure.
Yeah, and they're EVs. At least the first 4, the top 4 are EVs. The bottom ones, I don't know. They don't say. But
Yeah.
damn, that's a
Well,
lot of big.
I think it looks super clean. In general, though, I feel like you could replace the lighting tree. Like you have the 2 white totems. I feel like either you could get totems or a flex stand or something, and then you can remove the whole headache of having a lighting tree, and then just all the work that goes with it too.
Yeah, same with me. Like yeah, like that. But for me, you guys know I am not a fan or of like the arc thingies. I don't like that. I hate that thing. So that's the only thing I don't like. And maybe the speakers I will put it a little higher, like something a pole in between, the second sub and the speaker to put it just a bit higher. But
Yeah, it'd
besides
be
that,
high
like,
as hell though. If you put a sub pole on top of that, it'd be like the speaker would be like on the ceiling.
well, I mean, I don't know how big the venue is, but he's using 4 subs. That's a lot of bass.
Yeah, but I agree. So what Buddy said, right? He said the subs need to be on the floor. So yeah, that second sub, you can put it on the floor next to the one that's already on the floor, and then maybe you could run 1 sub pole from that or something.
Yeah, oh yeah, something like that.
But this does save, like, cable management wise, having the speakers all stacked up like this makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, but see, that's another thing that I don't like about the little goalie or arc, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
That the cables are hanging, and
yeah,
that's horrible. And I hate it when I used to have that one, because that's my friend used to let me borrow it. I spent so much time trying to hide the cables that
yeah.
it was just I couldn't, and they still show.
That's
And it
the
was
thing. Like I feel like for this, like, no matter how much you do it, it's gonna show. So I see, obviously I see the cables, but I feel like it could be so much worse. Like the way that they have it is like clean, but there's only so much you can do when there's cables up there. It's hard.
Oh yeah. All right. So what's your verdict on this one? What do you give it?
I'm gonna say for this equipment, like with the tree, with the lighting tree and everything, I'm gonna give it a 7.
I was gonna say 7. I was gonna give it a 7 too. But okay, so that's that one. Let's go to the next one.
Oh, we got some more comments. He's saying, I keep telling my homie we need to add the poll, but he's still on the old school stuff. LOL. DJ Solstice says terrible effing setup. Hey man, it's all that's just Solstice doing his thing, man. That's Solstice's opinion.
This is Solstice.
Oh, this. Oh yeah.
That yeah.
No, this is Jason, bro. This is Jason, bro. This is not Solstice. This is a 10. Jason all the way. No, I'm
Oh,
kidding. I know this is Solstice, dude. Whenever you
yeah.
see whenever you see the uplights up and down on the pole like that, which I think is a great idea. By the way, I may steal that one of these
Oh,
days.
the
You know that's Solstice.
yeah. Right when I saw it, I was like, that's Solstice, definitely.
Well, let me just catch up on the comments here. This is still on Smiley. He says he should not run two different subs. You get phasing. Okay, that's interesting. I'm not too good with like sound engineering and stuff, but Smiley, maybe I don't know if you when you run two different subs, you could see if it sounds you hear any phasing. The poll in between top and sub. Does he need four subs? That's the other question too. Like, do you need four subs? It depends on the venue or what the crowd was. You couldn't get a shot of the venue on that one. All right, then Jason says that's not me. LOL. That's fire. I give it a 20. All right, yeah. I know it wasn't you, Jason. I was just trying to give you some props and obviously this is Solstice.
Again, we already know when it comes to like setups, like Solstice is way ahead of us. So
Yeah, man. I mean, like, okay, like let's see. Is there something to critique in this? I don't even. I mean,
no,
I don't have anything.
what can you can't no you can't critique anything. Like it's just beautiful, especially with all the decoration and like it just and everything blends in.
Yeah,
Like
with the
it
black.
looked like it's part of the decoration, not even a. You feel me? It's not just a like speakers or whatever. It literally looks like it's part of the decoration.
Yeah.
So like it's very slick. This is a 10 for me.
Solstice.
I like it.
Solstice got both lighting tubes. Yeah, are those both lighting Solstice or are they another brand? The only thing I'd say is I don't know.
I don't
You want
think we use the both
you
lighting.
the totems. There's the uplights or like the par light kind of things on the sides, and then are these totems like the top? The type you could put something on top because maybe if you could put like a wash light or something up there. I don't know if this is just not in the budget or whatever, but usually it's like you see the totems, there's something on top, but Solstice is using them just for like the up and down effect.
Whoa, I didn't even see that. That's funny. The like
Hey, when there's
right
and then
here.
obviously, bro, there's these subs are freaking what even are those like dual 21-inch subs or
Yeah,
something?
they're I think they're dual 21s.
Zip
So
ties are key. But
they
he
are.
says, who did it better, me or Matt?
I like this one better. Man.
I mean,
Yo,
like
man, I'm
you
on.
got
I'm
the four tubes. There's similarities for sure. I mean, this just has more stuff.
yeah.
So it's like but in terms of the cleanliness, right? The clean
It's
aspect of it. If we're comparing with what you have, what you're working with, right? It's similar. It's just this one has more stuff in it, right?
yeah, and remind you that like all the stuff right here, everything like you can't see the cables. Everything just matches with everything. It looks like like I said, it's part of the decoration. It doesn't look like it's like speakers and it's just nice. It overall is nice. I like body setup because it's more simplistic and to the point, and still looks nice. But just this one is just to me is fire.
Yeah, well, I think this has more stuff. Like that's all. It's just bigger stuff. But in terms of like, you still have the cleanliness aspect, and like, but then what happens, right? When you get more stuff, usually things get more messy. But you've been able to maintain the cleanliness, which is huge. All right, let's get in these comments. But
Yeah,
all right,
catch up with the comments. Let me pull
only
up
thing I would
the
add
next one.
is black shields. Oh, black shields in front of the sparklers, bro. Honestly, like the sparklers were black, so I wouldn't even notice that. I
I
doubt.
see.
I doubt the crowd would.
I
They're my
seen this.
China brand, much better than both lighting. But both lighting was China brand too, but I never. They look a lot like both lighting. Oh, this is Solstice again,
Yeah,
huh?
that's also again. Yeah, and this one actually has the little covers for the.
For the white, yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like in white it makes sense because the sparklers they're usually black, but if your sparkler's already black, I don't know if you need the shields. They're
yeah.
global trust. Yeah, I could add some wash stuff up there now. Cool.
The
Yep.
only thing from this setup that I would somewhat change or figure out, like if you have everything else white, this laser things should be white too.
Yeah, I don't know if you even need them necessarily. Like I feel like your power lights probably provide the because those are blinders though, right? So I doubt they probably don't even come in white.
With Solstice, you need it. So
Who's- That's
with his the
because
other stuff you
he
need
set the bar too high the first time.
exactly. So you
All right,
need it.
now Solstice firing some more shots. Buddy plays only vanilla music. That's why you got the white setup for the vanilla music. You gotta play to the crowd, man.
That's
Buddy's
true.
crying now in the comments. LOL. He said that
Oh, yours
Jason
is next, I think.
Jason says don't show my picture, anything is crap. Yeah, whose setup's coming up after this now?
I don't know. I just downloaded all of them, so I'm going one by one.
All right.
We're
Thanks, man.
kind of figure out whose it is.
We got fires. Love the dragon booth. I don't know the dragon booth.
Yeah,
Bro, they don't make lasers and
they don't make them in white, but you can paint them.
you gotta paint them.
Yeah.
Hey, check out my tutorial video how to paint the wash effects. That you could do. You could figure that out for your blinders. Matt has a fail. All right, everybody's happy. Everybody's happy you pointed that out, Diego, about the black blinders.
I mean that's the only thing that I would that's the only thing. Everything else it looks nice. The flower decoration that he put in front that looks slick. Like that's nice. The setup is nice. It's just that like you have everything white and then those two things that are black.
The
I don't
black,
know.
yeah. I think the lasers. He says the lasers are expensive. The blinders, I feel like if you really cared that much, you could paint. If you really care about it, but it's I like this is us criticizing everything or like trying to find something wrong
Hey,
because
man,
there's
I
nothing
had
else
to
wrong.
find something. Something. I had to find something.
Yeah, there's nothing else, dude. I can't even see a freaking cable anywhere.
Yeah, no, like
And
it's
then
crazy.
you got this. If you looked at this setup and you said there's 4 18-inch subs in this setup, like you wouldn't believe it. But that's because the flowers are covering it. So
Yeah, like
yeah, I mean, dude, there's nothing. There's nothing.
in overall, it's a beautiful setup. Everything is like nicely decorated and everything. Just for the fun of it and finding something. It's just that thing. Two black things, with everything white.
Maybe
9.5.
someone should
That's a
create a.
nine point
I'm
five.
not doing it. I'm not doing it because of how long it took me to paint my wash effects.
Let's
But
go to
maybe
the next.
someone should start a business of painting DJ lights, and then you just send your lights to them, and they'll paint them and send them back.
All right, so how much you give? How much you give that one before I go to the next one? I give it a
Nah,
9.5 because of the black.
it's still to me
Because it
it's
was
still
fire.
a 10.
Ah, way too much.
All right, this is Jason. I know the logo.
Yep, this is Jason's.
All right, he's asking too, Matt. Do you have a link for those tubes? Those tubes, the China brand. At least share that with the exclusive group here.
But he said it on one of his videos. I forgot what video, but he said it where he gets it from. So, all right.
All right. So yeah, now we got this is Jason. We know because of the logo.
I know it's Jason because I know that he got the EV joints. This is like his new EVs. So,
Dude, I'm gonna say, I mean, like
nice. I just don't like the gig bar. It's not my thing.
right, the gig, it's what it is. Like, the gig bar is what it is, but you got it nice and set up right in the middle. You can't see any cables. Like even, I mean, like, okay, like if you really look, you can see the speaker cable, but like this is, I think, the best cable management you could do with this kind of a setup. Because the cables are super tight on the poles, super tight against, like, going from the pole to the speaker. And then the gig bar, you can't even see the cable that's running power up there. So, I mean, and then I don't even see, like, you did a great job hiding the cables in the back going up to the rock booth.
Yeah. Like everything setup wise, it's nice. The flowers on the front, I don't know if it's part of like the decorator put that there or you did it, whatever. It looks nice. It gives it a nice touch. The only thing for me is the gig bar. I don't like gig bars. That's the only thing. But besides that, everything else is nice. It's pretty good. If I go up away from that, not liking gig bars, it's a 10. It's
Yeah. That's
it's just
the
it's
good
like
part.
pretty much like bodies. It's very simple, to the point, and it works and it's clean.
One thing I'll say is, so just get your guys' opinion. It's because I know Jason has a facade too. Any reason, Jason, you didn't do a facade here and went with the rock booth? And then what do everybody else think, like, for this kind of setup? Do you think a facade would look better, or like the having the rock booth would look better?
Well, you know what? I'm just gonna put this out there for Matt. This type of setups don't work because he needs a 6 foot table for all the stuff that he has. So for
Right.
him, it's always gonna be a facade. This one, I don't know. Maybe time frame. I
This
don't
is
know.
easier.
How do you choose when to take this one and when to take off the
Right. Yeah,
table with the facade?
that's
I,
kind of
I
like what I
guess
was.
I guess it all depends on like time frame, logistics. I don't know. Like for me, I have two different setups. One for my quinces and weddings, which I'm still trying to get better because I'm not happy with it yet. And then I have my like regular parties, low, just other type of events, easier setup. That's that's pretty
Yeah,
much
easier to
my
set
two
up.
setups.
The folding facades are pretty easy to set up. Let me get in the comments real quick. Solstice says, "Nah, you don't want them." That's a response to the link for the tubes. All right, he's gatekeeping a little bit on those Chinese brand tubes, but maybe the both lighting ones are better. A buddy says clean setup. I'd give it an 8.9. That's solid. Flores did it. The one I have is 9 feet wide. Yeah, that facade that buddy
Yeah,
had
that was huge.
was
That was
big.
really long.
Solstice says just send a smaller one. Check that when you get it. All
All right,
right.
I'll
Solstice
take a
got
look.
another smaller setup. And then Jason said, I'm looking for a new facade. The Rockville one's a little too wonky. Oh, interesting. I just got the Rockville one, dude. So let's see. I'll give you some feedback. So far, I've been doing it as a 5 panel facade, and indoors it was okay. I only used it at 1 gig so
Oh,
far.
your facade.
Yeah, yeah.
The problem, like outside, they're so light. The wind like takes it.
Yeah,
It's
that's
so
what I'm worried
annoying. Like
outdoors.
you need something heavier for the outside. So in that case, for outside, you need this type, like the metal ones, the ones right
That
here.
makes sense. That's the reason why you would use this. But
Yeah,
then
and
this one,
Salsa says he's not giving the link because they're garbage. They're not good. Well, they're not as good
mm,
as Teras. So he doesn't want us give you something that he does not recommend.
that's good. That's good. He's not just taking the
He's not
affiliate link money
he's
with.
not he's not gatekeeping. He is just looking out for you guys. There you go, bro. I got
All
you.
right. I don't know. I don't have experience with the tubes at all. Because in general, I wasn't like a tube. Wasn't too like impressed with tubes in general. But then,
You're
like
not
I said, when you have the slim setup overall, you got the slim speakers and the slim like flex stands and stuff. Then I think
well,
there's
overall,
room.
I really like this setup. I give it like a 9.5. It's just the gig bar. I don't like gig bars, so that's it.
Yeah, same
Besides
here.
that, it's fine.
And then
Uh,
Buddy said that man needed his room. Man, you're talking about the 9 foot facade.
okay,
No, you could rock that rock boots too, man. You don't need the 9 foot facade. You're good.
yeah, no,
And then all right, I think we'll do this last smaller one by Solstice. Then I gotta run too,
okay.
because then
Well, this is I already had this one while I'm downloading the other one. This is
all
the
right,
other one for Jason. This is way
cool.
better. Although you can see cables,
Yeah,
tidy, but it's better than the gig bar because you have the two. It kind of looks like my setups.
yeah. This is basically what you wanted. No, the same setup without a gig bar.
Uh huh.
But yeah, no, this looks good, man. With the two, you got the two Rockville totems. You got the same speakers, and then you got the rock booth there too. Yeah, no, and then Jason said the same thing. Cable management wasn't best. I could have tightened it up a bit, and this pic is from a video. Yeah, I mean, but we can still get a good idea. Yeah,
Yeah,
man. I mean, this looks like I don't know what nothing to say about this. I guess what do you guys think about the order? Do you guys do lights on the inside and speakers on the outside? I
that's
can't
how
remember.
that's how I do it. I
That's how
do
you do it?
lights in
Yeah.
the inside, speaker on the outside because I want them like farther out, spread out. I don't want it too
Right.
close to me, so I want it farther out. That's why I put the lights in the inside and then the speakers at the end.
Speakers on the
Uh,
outside. I feel like
I
yeah, maybe to just spread it out. That's one reason. And then I don't know if looks wise if it would look much different, but I feel like yeah, okay, there we go. I feel like I've heard that too. People, Buddy gave this a 9.3 out of 10, and he said lights in, speakers out. Yep. So
yeah,
maybe that's what the point 7 was. So yeah, I
I
think maybe if there's something here, then that would be a something to change. But
I give this one a 9 just because the cables are a little wumpy, but like the setup is nice. It's
yeah.
just
And then
could
as far as the actual order, like I don't think guests like even we didn't even think about that. But then I was like, just when you look at it more, I feel like that's maybe the only thing. And then maybe that would help your ears too at the end of the night too. So that'd be helpful for you.
better sound coverage too. Spread them
Yeah,
out a little more.
less ear fatigue at the
All
end
right,
of
so
the night.
let me get a maths real quick, and then you can call
This is
it
how
a
I've been telling my homie. We need to ourselves someone do it 4 truss stands and 4 moving heads. Yeah, dude, I totally agree, man. Then just bring those stands, and then just get rid of the whole lighting tree. And then I feel like you probably spend so much time on that lighting tree too, with the wiring and like cranking it up there and stuff. It'll be much easier.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice, dude.
All right, so this is Matt's.
I like it.
Yeah, it's nice.
So what's going on here? So he's got that big facade, the same one that Buddy has, but just with different fabric. And then
Yeah.
I like this look where you put the speakers behind the facade because then you're covering all those cables on the bottom. You covering if it's a tripod, you're covering the tripod. So it's not like the column array look, but it like gets as close to like a nice sleek look for like regular tops.
Yeah,
And
this one is nice.
And then the flex stands, dude. I really like my flex stand. So he's got the flex stand or maybe the gravity stand or something there on the side, and then yeah, just basic lights on there. But it looks nice because it's symmetrical, you know.
Yeah. Like yeah, that is everything is like symmetrical. It's very clean, and I like the the trees thingy. I like that. This
I
one's
think
nice.
I think
This is really
correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he's got battery packs at the bottom
yeah.
powering the lighting. So then he's not like having to run cable because all
That's
those
smart.
blinders then the blinders you'd have to run it to a power cable.
Okay, Matt said his facade is normal size. That's huge. I don't. Is it normal size
What's
for what?
normal?
Like,
9 feet.
like
What's it?
4 panels is a normal one. Six
Yeah, no.
is like extended.
Like yeah,
This one is like a
when
six
I had the Rockville 6 panel, that thing was like freaking
long.
huge too.
Yeah,
So
like
I
this
don't
one
know.
is long,
Yeah, clean. I think that's a
but
good
it's
one.
very clean though. It's good. It's very clean.
Yeah, that's smart though. Put the battery banks on the bottom of the flex stands, and those are gravity pulls with flex bases. Yeah,
At
because
first,
that's a
at,
nice way to avoid cables.
at first I thought it was something like to hold the base,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
then
like a
I saw like
sandbag.
the handle, and I was like, oh, okay, no, they're the battery power. That's smart though. That's smart. That way you don't have to run cable. That's very smart.
All the way to the wall or something.
Yeah, that's very smart. That's good. I like this
Yeah,
one.
that's why I like that's a good way to use the flex stands. But yeah,
Yeah,
Jason says that's 5 feet wide.
this one is 5 feet.
I don't know. I don't know if that one's 5 feet. That looks because that table that he's on is probably a 6 foot table
Yeah,
usually.
his table's like
But
six.
no, this is good, man. I mean, that's why I would say this is. What are you giving this one? Given this, I mean, what are you going to take points off for this one? And I think
The
this is
trash can. The trash can is here.
the trash cans in the back.
No, this one is legit. So see that he just said it. This one is like an 8 8 foot. Yeah, that makes more sense. It can't be a 5.
Yeah, that makes. So he's probably got the speakers on some kind of like a gravity stand or like a flex stand too.
I mean, just think about it. If he has the table that is 6 foot long, obviously, and the speakers are inside the facade has
Yeah,
to be 8 foot at least. Then it's not normal. Jason said it's not normal.
yeah, that's not normal size. It's 8 foot. It's probably the same. It's probably the same one that Buddy has. I mean, maybe it's a foot smaller, but it's still pretty big. No, but I like this. So when this is what I'm planning on do now, because when I'm doing bigger events where I need like traditional tops and stuff,
Uh huh.
I'm thinking of putting them behind my facade, so that I don't have to worry about
The
running
cable.
the
Oh yeah.
cables on the bottom and stuff. And then you don't. I hate how tripods look. I think tripods look so janky. So it's like I only have tripod stands. I mean, I have the flex stands. That's for my lighting. So
Uh
now I
huh.
can put the tripods behind the facade too, and then you can't see it, the tripod. All you'll see is the pole sticking up. So
Yeah. Me too. I'm trying to slowly trying to get rid of like anything that's tripod, and maybe spend a little. Invest on this flex stands or gravity stands, whatever.
yeah,
Because it just it's more slick. It looks better than the tripod. And then the biggest thing why I didn't want tripods is because then you could also use the skirts thingy, and I
yeah,
hate
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I hate
Those
how it
are
looks.
those are those are. I mean, that's the thing. Is tripods in general. It's hard. You try to make them look. You can't really make them look good. You can put whatever you put the ghosts on them, or you put you leave them blank. They just don't look good. So hiding them behind the facade is a smart move. All right,
Yeah,
let's wrap these up here.
this one is good.
Buddy gets his boots from Matt. Okay, so if anyone wants these boots, dude, I mean, it's a nice facade, dude. I might have to hit Matt up for that, especially if my Rockville is wonky, like Jason was saying. Jason agrees tripods. He hates them now, and Buddy says his boots are just bigger.
Look,
Dude,
once you go like column array, you don't wanna go back to tripods.
dude, you guys can do it. I gotta head out, but if you want to stay OT, pretty boy, and do it.
We can save it for the next show. We didn't even get to talk about the other
Scams.
because this was so good.
Yeah,
Um,
this is fun though.
maybe
It was fun.
maybe we can do a part two. Maybe we can do a
Yeah,
part
we
two.
will. We will.
Yeah, so let's do a part two. And
Jason says one more.
who's that one more?
Jason says one more song. One more song. One more song.
Hey, if you're down, we can do it. I'm just refreshing right now. So if you want to do one more from
My wife,
Sosa,
my wife is gonna kill me, man. I'm gonna have to head out, but you guys do it. You guys do it. We'll do it again another time too.
yeah, we're ready past. That's all right. So I mean, you can send it, and then we'll look at it. We'll start next episode with that.
Yeah, we
How
do a
about that?
cliffhanger. It's a cliffhanger. You
Yeah.
gotta join us next week to find out.
Yeah, if you guys still want to send more of your setups, go ahead and send it to us. And next week, we'll start with this, and then we'll transition to the other topics that we had in mind, but we didn't get to it because there's so many. Plus, I made a PowerPoint about other setups, and we didn't get to that either. So, cool. But
Yeah, or maybe we'll just do another setup video then next.
yeah, maybe set up part two next week. But all right, guys. Thank you very much for all of you for commenting and showing love, staying tuned here with us, sharing your setups. It was nice seeing them. Again, no hard feelings. It was just all for fun.
Yeah,
All of your setups are better than mine, so it's okay.
all that doesn't matter what any of us think. It matters what the clients think at the end of the day. So
Yeah,
this is all.
and
This
as
is
long
all.
as you're happy and it works for you, that's all that matters.
Yeah, this is all just us because we have too much time on our hands.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
All right,
Good
well,
night, guys.
have a
Thanks for
good night. Stay safe. Peace.
peace.